In the first episode of She-Hulk, it was revealed that Steve lost his virginity during the Second World War. But to who? Or is it whom?
It's whom when it's the object of the sentence and who when it's the subject.
That sounds right.
I figured we would run through the theories and figure out who the lucky lady was, as well as go into how it could affect the rest of the show. But before we do that, please leave a like and subscribe. You can always unsubscribe at a later date if you don't like what I'm posting. It's completely free. The previous video I did on She-Hulk didn't do too well, so whether or not I continue covering the series relies solely on how this video performs, so if you leave a like, it'll boost it in the algorithm and increases the likelihood of me covering the rest of the show. Anyway, let's crack on. So what do we know? Well, we know that the woman is likely a USO girl, since it was on that tour where it happened. USO is the United Service Organizations which Cap performed for to raise war bond sales and soldier morale during the war. Bruce claims that Captain had relations with a lady from the USO tour. There are two women who stand out, but who is the one who Captain laid with? Natalie Dormer or Laura Haddock? Now, it was subtly implied in the movie that one fan, Laura Haddock, played by the same actress who played Meredith Quill, Star-Lord's mum, when she smiled at him, it was sort of implied that something had went on between them. So let's look at her first. We actually don't see much of her character. She just approaches Steve and asks for an autograph, but could it have led to more? It's possible. Now, could it be Natalie Dormer's character? Steve was clearly uncomfortable whenever she was flirting with him, and she was presumably his first kiss. They would have probably done more had Peggy not interrupted them. Who knows, maybe something else happened? Lorraine, that's her character name, seemed dead set on seducing Steve, and who could resist the charms of Natalie Dormer? I don't care if she's only after me for my kingdom. Or perhaps Steve had the thing for old ladies like Soulja Boy. It's possible. We've been looking solely at young women here, but he could easily have lost his virginity to one of their grandmothers. Maybe he stopped by the house of the man maker, Rhonda from How I Met Your Mother. Steve could have a thing for old women. Don't make me play the clip again. Now on to the main part of this theory. In the episode, Bruce infers that he and Jen have a shared familial genetic predisposition to gamma radiation. Could this possibly be hinting that a child born from the union of Captain America and some woman may have been their shared grandparent? I'm stealing this phrase because I saw someone else say it, but I didn't screenshot it so I could credit them. But I believe that Cap, Star-Spangled, a Banner. I mostly hate the Omni-influenced origin theories, but this one I like. Another one I've heard is that the original Super Soldier Serum, try and say that 3 times fast, had Wakanda's heart-shaped herbs, and that's why the others didn't work. Also, Laura Haddock is not officially confirmed by Feige but by Gunn as Star-Lord's grandma. Steve Rogers was literally the glue to the Avengers. Now, if we look at the upper right of this board here, as seen in the end of the episode, there's a mystery person. Could this be inferring an offspring of the USO girl and Cap? That would also be Bruce or Jen's grandmother, making Captain and the USO girl their great-grandparents, or even grandparents. There was a theory a while ago when the writers announced that this subject would be addressed in She-Hulk. Given the timeline, it could be possible that Steve Rogers is also Quill's grandpa, which makes Quill's mum the daughter of Steve Rogers since his dad is Ego, who is older than Steve. It stands to reason that some of the super soldier magic would make it into his children, which I now choose to believe is why Quill's mum could produce a worthy heir to Ego. Could Star-Lord and the Hulks be special because they are descendants of the Captain? Now there is one thing we have to address. Knowingly abandoning a child doesn't seem very Steve. So does this mean he never knew about the pregnancy? There was a war on, so I understand if she was too preoccupied to contact him. It would be great if there was a season 3 of Agent Carter based around Steve coming back in time and dealing with things as civilian Steve, to keep his identity and history a secret. One of the storylines could be him finding out about the USO girl having his kids and trying to track them down. Come on, commission Agent Carter Season 3. The first season was so good. You know this makes Steve one of the only people who have done the deed. God, I sound like my grandmother. One of the only people who've laid pipe. No, that's worse. That's worse. Yeah. I got distracted there. Anyway, there was a sex scene with Tony in Iron Man 1 with a reporter, but after that we never got another. With very few exceptions, the heroes in the MCU don't even kiss. Oh wait, didn't the Eternals have one? I never saw it because it looked really dull, but I'm pretty sure I remember hearing there was some kind of awkward sex scene. And no, before someone points her out, which I know someone was about to jump in the comments to do, I'm not counting the scene in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, where Quill had a woman in his ship there he forgot about. There's no proof they did anything. They might have just slept beside each other after a rigorous Bible reading session. So why else, other than to reveal the Captain is a relative of the Banners, would they talk about him having sex? This is a classic Chekhov's orgasm. They wouldn't reference it without going back to it. I mean, I understand that people would be interested in it. After all, Captain and Bucky and Captain and Tony are two of the most popular fanfiction topics. Should we read some? Yeah, come on, real quick. Let's just whack that incognito mode on and get the fanfiction website up and set the mode to explicit. Great. Settle down, kids. No, not kids. People. Settle down, people. As I'm about to read a wonderful story by... No way, there are 347 pages of this. Right, let's crack on. God damn it, Bond says, grimacing. You were supposed to be the easy target. Yeah, no, he's 3 doors down, Captain replies, jerking his head towards the door. But it's not a trick question, man. I'm just asking what you want. Sex, Bond says. Yes, Captain says, expression dry. I was here for that part of the conversation. Whoa. Right, I genuinely can't read that next sentence. That is graphic. Wow. That's enough of that. We're a terrible day to have internet. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, why did they reference the Captain losing his virginity if it doesn't lead to the reveal that he was the paternal grandfather of Bruce and Jen? Well, I don't know. Clearly what the fans want is for him to do this all day with Bucky and Tony. So it'd be really strange if it turned out all this was simply to apply more backstory to a woman who has no name and we have no emotional connection with. Just feels kinda useless. Like I said, Chekhov's orgasm, we're coming back to this. So yeah, I do think it's gonna be brought up again. What do you think? Sorry you had to listen to me read out Captain America fanfiction. It wasn't my proudest moment. If only Susan from work could see me now. Anyway, folks, let me know in the comments below, do you think the Captain and Bruce and Jen are related? Leave a comment and let me know. And like I said, by leaving a comment and a like, you're improving the chances of this being promoted to other people, which makes me make more videos on the show possible. So yeah, I really appreciate your support. Oh, one more thing I just wanted to add on to the end of this. People who saw the most recent episode of She-Hulk, did you notice how we got both a Batman reference and a Wolverine reference? What is this, Deadpool? It said, related articles, man fights with metal claws in bar brawl. That's definitely Wolverine, isn't it? Are we getting Wolverine in the MCU finally? And the Batman reference was when Jennifer said, I can't be a superhero. That's for billionaires and adult orphans for some reason. That's got to be a Batman dig, hasn't it? We know that DC does exist in the MCU in the form of comic books, because we got a superhero reference in Eternals. That's the second Eternals reference I've made in this video, and I've never even seen the film. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day there. Please leave a like and subscribe. You can always unsubscribe or late date if you don't like what I'm posting. It's free. Alright.